Guess where we're at? We're in the boys' bathroom.
We're all crammed in here.
All like 4x6, whatever of it.
Yeah. You guys are in the tub.
So, today we are going to be finishing up the bathroom.
Finally.
Yes.
Right? I can hear them. They're all saying,
"Woo!"
finally. A collective, finally. I got nothing else to say.
So, we have lots to do. So, come along. Let's go.
We do have lots to do. I decided to square cut this edge because the miter, while it looked okay up here, it looked really weird down at the bottom. So I'm just going to square cut it. This is largely going to be hidden by the shower curtain, or otherwise it's just a square edge. That's fine. I'm putting up painter's tape right now as a temporary way to hold everything in place so that I can continue to move on down the line, cut my miters, measure and everything. And then whenever this is done and I got all my pieces ready, I'm going to glue all this to the wall so there are no nail holes, and it'll hold it perfectly fine.
Don't drop it.
It's slippery. So this mirror comes with mounting brackets, and that's what you see, these aluminum bars here. This is so you can mount it landscape, and this is so you can mount it portrait, and all the mounting parts and everything are included in this bag.
Quick, look, it's a man reading instructions.
This guy usually does read instructions, thank you.
No, you get me to read them. No.
What is those nails spilled on the floor?
Oh, I'm breaking the fourth wall. Why does that look crooked? Is it just me or is that crooked?
Oh.
Doesn't it look like it's tilted that way?
I don't know.
That's level.
Okay, so check the level on the back.
Well, I'd have to be able to hold this. I don't know, if I hold it like that, does it look like it's level?
No. Yeah.
The mounting bar is put on crooked? What is this, some kind of a cruel joke?
Maybe it's upside down.
Oh my gosh, it is really crooked.
Why can't anything be easy?
Nothing's ever easy, is it?
And how are you going to get it off without breaking the mirror?
I don't know. Let's think, and we'll come back to you guys when we have a solution.
Well, it's a little crooked, but being as how this is the boys' room, I don't know. I'd say leave it.
Okay. We're more concerned about not having full contact on that cleat that goes on the wall to hold it up. We have some double-sided tape. We can kind of twist it a little bit and let it be stuck in place, but this is a boys' bathroom and we're concerned that it may not last. So we're just going to roll with it being wrong. So thank you, manufacturer, for really messing with our OCD here, but we're going to forge ahead with the slightly tilted oval.
I mean, it's just like a tiny bit.
Yeah. Probably no one would notice if I didn't say anything. So we won't tell anybody
Right.
else.
We just need to put like some stuff around it. There you go.
There you go. This is our little secret. How's that?
Good.
Okay. Scoot over. That's it. I'll hold it for a second. We have reached the end of what we can really do today. We did get all of the window trimmed out and the tub surround pieces and the molding went up the wall and then the floor molding and the mirror. But we're not done with the video. This is just all we can do for today. So we'll see you guys once this construction adhesive dries and we will finish out this bathroom. Just got back from the hardware store because I ran out of blue painter's tape. Just the one thing is I'm working on caulking the tub and everything, as you can see behind me. You will use a lot of this painter's tape, but it is well worth it. The amount of tape you use is directly proportionate to the amount of work you don't have to do later, and the inversely proportionate to the quality of work you do. Wait, that means more tape, less quality. Whatever, you know what I mean. I'm almost done. I'm going around taping both the inside and outside of all of these joints everywhere I want to put the caulk on. I'm being more picky with this because I'm going to be using white caulk. That way all of the seams and gaps and everything will disappear when everything's said and done. I've got a little bit to do here on the tub, and then I need to do the window, and then we can open up the caulk and start smearing it everywhere. They make some special little corner masking tape squares, well I guess they're corners, that you can get, or triangles, for all of your inside outside corners to help. I've used those in the past and they were pretty good, but I rarely ever remember to buy those or have them on hand when I come into a project like this. So what I've learned to do instead is kind of tear miters into your tape joints. So in this case I'm going to put it on this corner of the wall. So I'm just going to tear myself a miter very, very loosely, just forming a point like that, and I'll be able to put it as close as I can to this corner, tape it on, and then fill it in with a couple of patches and stuff. I find that's easiest. It's probably also cheapest because only you have to ever buy just the plain tape. But I did want to mention out there that there are some peel and stick options if you want to have maybe an easier time applying it and are not really comfortable with your mitering of painter's tape skills. Isaac found a harmonica. He's working his way out of the house, slowly though. I think it's quiet enough. Here's a look at the caulk that I'm going to be using. This is white, and it is GE brand Supreme Paintable Silicone. It says it's paint ready in 30 minutes and everything, which is great. However, much to the boys' chagrin, we're not going to let them take a shower in this thing tonight. We're at least going to let it cure overnight, just in case. We don't want to mess this thing up here at the last second. What I'm going to do is go ahead and apply a bead everywhere where you see my pin striping on the walls here. I'm going to apply a bead of caulk and then get a glove and smush it all in place. Wait probably the length of time it takes me to go from one end to the other. Then come back, immediately peel it off and throw the tape away and leave it.
So for the boys' bathroom, we decided to go ahead and do a blue accent color. Boys blue, hey! And I decided to do a chevron because it's nice. It looks good for the guests coming in here, and it just looks nice and clean. So thank you to one of our viewers that got us this and the matching rug and then some shower hooks.
So as we put our final touches here in the bathroom, one of the things Edgewood wants is some storage here above the toilet. I found some floating white shelves on Amazon. I wasn't particularly looking for floating shelves, but we were looking for white ones that are deep enough for her to put towels on. That's the goal for what will be up here. So we have 2 of them. Let's go ahead and unpack it and mount them on the wall. Cool. So this is pretty basic, like a lot of the floating shelf designs. You have this metal bracket that mounts on the wall, has some metal pipes, and they slide into mortises or holes and slots that have been made in the shelf and attach in place. Usually they also will put holes on the bottom, and this is for attaching screws through and into the pipe so that it doesn't slide off. Just got these things installed and we're not happy. So we'll show you guys what we don't like. They are kind of floppy and they don't lock into the wall. There is wiggle room and we've checked and everything is mounted and attached as it's supposed to be, but we don't like these. So I guess what we're going to do is go to the hardware store, one of our next trips or whatever, and get some metal L brackets that look pretty. We'll attach them to the wall, we'll attach them to the shelves, and we'll kind of make up for the shortcomings of this design. We talked about taking these down and returning them, but it's been too long, so we can't return them to Amazon. And then if we took them down, we're going to have 6 giant holes in our wall. So we'd rather just make these work than try and find something different, I guess. But I wanted to show you guys that there won't be a link to these down below because these are not good. We don't recommend them.
We've noticed as the boys have used the shower that some of the water is coming out of the front edge around the curtain. So we got one of these, a splash guard, to go right there so nothing comes out because we don't want anything to rot. And we also got the larger one because they're little boys. That's going to happen. So we are going to use a level, because I am terrible at making sure things are totally plumb level or whatnot, and make a mark with some masking tape so it's not permanent, and put it up. We actually just found out that it is in 2 pieces. If I had read the directions, I probably would have known that.
Meh.
So you can put the bottom piece down first, and then this just slides on and straight back.
Well, that gets those 2 white shelves stiffened up and secured enough. It's about as good as they're going to be. They are at least secure. They won't pull off the wall. They don't jiggle as much. And they've got as much hope in surviving in this room as just about any at this point. Alright, the last thing we need to do in this room is the ceiling trim. Yeah, the thing Sam's been dreading and putting off. But today's the day. Now is the time. Quit procrastinating and let's get it done.
Reach! Don't stand on the sink!
I'm gonna put some toes on the sink. Yeah, baby. That's right. We did not do crown molding, and I'm happy. One of our viewers and channel members saw the struggle I had with the crown molding in the boys' room and decided to alleviate a lot of my pain and sent me one of these. This is a digital angle finder or digital miter gauge. As these bars pivot, it tells you exactly what angle it is you're working with. And this is going to be wonderful for finding the angle to transition from that piece I've already put up to the one that goes up at an angle to the peak of our roof. "103 degrees. Alright, we're getting creative with this last bit. So we got a stacked system of molding to get this job done with what we have left. First off is this piece. Then to overlap that, down here at this transition, this locks into that area and overlaps. And then, to finish out the transition from the shower wall, we have this piece. Locks in down there. And then it goes right here. It feels so good to be done with this room. Now, thinking of this project, what was the thing you liked the most, or what's your favorite thing about the room?
The completion. Just like
No,
seeing it.
you can't say that.
No.
What's the favorite thing about the room?
Having a bathtub surround that like fits and looks good.
A legit.
The one we had before was the, I guess, El Cheapo model. Because we wanted to get something so we could use this bathroom before. And it looked cheap.
So your favorite thing is the bathtub and the surround?
Yes.
Cool.
Yours?
I like the new window.
It is nice being able to open it.
You forgot about the window, didn't you?
I did forget about the window.
Yeah, that window's pretty cool. I guess we like all of it.
Mm-hmm.
What was the thing you hated the most about this whole project?
Probably when the bathtub wouldn't fit.
Oh, yeah, and I had to space that wall out.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of forgot about that.
That we had a big long pause in the project at that point because we were just didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
So,
All right, I forgot about that, but I agree. That was the part I hated the most about the project, too. The most fun, as far as project-wise, I think was the floor. That went super quick.
yes.
Like, I feel like 2 hours and done.
Mm-hmm.
So that was cool.
And then the same day, pretty much, well, okay, same weekend or whatever, being able to put in the toilet and the sink too, it was like, boom, 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 here's a bunch of quick stuff that's like, yes!
But now I'm remembering
The
the
toilet.
pain of the toilet bowl and the flange, and wow, there's been a lot of ups and downs with this project. Huh.
As with all renovating projects.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad to be able to say that this room is done. Now, astute eagle-eye viewers will say, whoa, wait a second, you didn't paint and caulk and all that. It'll get done. And then other eagle-eye viewers will be like, that door trim looks a little bit missing.
Bare.
Right. We will finish out the pocket doors once the hallway area is done. I'm kind of holding off on finishing those because I just need the other wall finished to be able to do it, I think. And, man, that's what I'm saying.
We're waiting to do it all at once. Assembly line type thing, you know. Do
Yeah.
all this, so.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys, for coming along with us as we finish the bathroom. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. We love to read them. And otherwise, we'll see you guys next time on the homestead.
See ya.
Bye.
Whoa. Super blown out. And we went orange.
You were orange earlier.
Thanks, Cannon. I don't know what to... Turn it on and press record. Were you looking good?
Mm-hmm.
What?
Figured you'd talk. Let's say that again. So we have 2 of them, and we'll go ahead and install these on the wall. Why do I lose it?
Sam, did you put a dirty fingerprint on the wall?
Probably.
Oh, hold on.
Yeah. Color messed up.
No, it's focus. Okay.
We don't need the camera to break now. We just we're a little bit cramped, but that's okay, guys, because we are back in this bathroom. This is the last video of this bathroom renovation, and we are going to get you guys, I don't know, what do I want to say? Focus.
I have to say it's very pretty in here.
I have to say I'm glad this is done. It's done.
Nothing else to do.
Actually there is, but I am done. You get to caulk the trim out and do a little touch-up paint, but we're not going to do that on video. So we're not going to show you guys painting and caulking.
It's such a small space to be able to get up. You're just looking at the ceiling and it's not very fun.
Or you're looking at rump roasts. So I don't like to show off rump roasts, so we just want to show them.